Geological hazard.
Let's go na and interview one of them. Here with Sir Sablay. Hey sir, I'm Jennifer Alas.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Sir, what is geological hazard?
Okay, so when you talk about geological hazard, so it could be a natural or a human-induced process. So, maaaring ito ay earthquake or volcanic eruptions, landslides or the mudslides, tsunamis, no? Or even we have here in Luzon, at least na-express natin yung mga sinkholes. Yes, those are the examples of the geological hazards.
How does it happen or what's the cause of it?
Well, it could be through natural or human-induced causes. So, when you talk about natural causes, maaaring through, like for example, tsunami because of the tectonic plate movement, nasa ilalim yan. So, pag nagkakaroon ng movement, lalong-lalo na sa karagatan, nasa ilalim, so, a possibility of tsunami. Pag nasa land area naman, so maaaring through magkaroon ng earthquake, no? So maaaring weathering and erosion, so that could be yung magiging cause niya is pagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating sinkholes, no? And of course, natural causes, we have the volcanic activity, which is I think very common naman to sa inyo. And heavy rainfall, no? So as a result, lalong-lalo na dito sa atin sa Navotas City, is yung flood, no? Yung talagang baha, which is in fact yung I think last month nagkaroon tayo ng bagyo, no? Talagang malaki yung naging impact nun sa atin. And of course, the sea level changes. At hindi naman to alintana sa atin, lalong-lalo na yung nabutas, pinapalibutan tayo ng dagat. And when we talk about naman sa human-induced causes, like for example, yung tinatawag natin deforestation, no? And land usages, no? Mining, so isa din yan, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng landslide kasi sa mga deforestation, no? Or even the mining, no? And we have the construction and infrastructures development. Kaya dito sa Metro Manila, very common yan dito sa atin. As a cause, nagkakaroon siya ng sector kasi puro halos bukas na yung buka natin dito. And of course, yung very common sa atin yung climate change.
Is having an emergency plan and supplies important in case of emergency?
Yes, very important talaga. Number one is the communication system, especially pag nagkaroon ng ganitong scenario. So, of course, lang dito sa Navotas, very necessity yan. And I think hopefully, lahat ng kababayan natin is aware na. But if in case na wala pa, lalong-lalo na dito sa Bureau of Protection, then you can call us with the landline number 281-0854. So, pwede naman sa 911 kung talagang wala silang number dito sa Navotas. Pagdating naman sa mga medical kit, mga medical equipment, yes, kasama na yan. Basic lang yan. Hindi yan, kumbaga, sinasabi ng mandatory. It's very basic kasi yun yung talagang magbibigay sa atin ng first aid, especially kung nagkaroon ng hazard, tapos isa tayo sa naging biktima, nagkaroon ng sugat. At least, kung hindi, like for example, baha, hirap makapunta sa mga nearest hospital. Kung meron tayong mga emergency kit, we can use them para sa sarili nating application.
In your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in addressing geological hazard in Navotas?
Sa Navotas, I think, let's talk na lang kasi dami naman talaga dito yung Navotas. So, challenges, number one is yung location in the Pacific Ring of Fire. So, I think kung aware kayo dyan, talagang pinapalibutan tayo ng halos volcano kahit mas marami sa ilalim ng dagat. So, hindi lang Navotas ang affected niyan. Once na talagang mag-trigger at talagang kita nyo naman sa news ngayon, halos sunod-sunod yung pagputok ng vulkan. So nararanasan natin yung pagkakaroon ng earthquake. So that is uncontrollable. So isa yan sa challenge natin. Then of course yung tinatawag natin rapid urbanization. No? So hindi rin, although kaya namang control pero napaka-importante dito na kailangan yung mga tao is kailangan lang talaga sumunod sa government para at least kung ano man yung mga project pagdating sa mga building construction, dapat sumunod talaga sa tamang proseso. And ayan, yung as a solution, kasi let's not talk only about the problem, napaka-importante din ng solution dito. So, number one, pagdating dito sa Manila, siguro sa Nabutas, kasi dagat tayo dito eh. So, dapat magkaroon tayong tatawag na better groundwater management. No? So, napaka-importante niyan para at least hindi yung butas dito, butas doon. So, dapat may proper dyan. And of course, kailangan din na magkaroon tayo ng tawag na comprehensive disaster risk reduction management. So, sa mga ganito, ginagawa naman natin ito sa lokal, sa bawat barangay para at least magkaroon sila ng certain plans if in case na magkaroon ng emergency. So, kasama dyan hindi lang yung mga barangay official, kasama din natin yung mga constituents sa bawat barangay ng Nabutas. So if in case na may mga training na ganyan, then I think I really suggest sa ng tao dapat makipag-participate para at least magkaroon sila ng awareness sa kung ano dapat yung gawin nila if in case na dumating yung mga sakuna. Hindi lang about sa bagyo, hindi lang about sa baha. So I think kahit si schools ginagawa mo yan, yung earthquake drill. So dapat sumasali din kayo or even yung mga community sumasali, dapat na ipag-participate. Hindi lang yung tatawag nating compliance.
So thank you, sir, for having this conversation with me. It's time to have a conversation with you about geological hazard.
You're always welcome.
Thank you so much. So now, our